Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks, Futures, and Forex Market Preview for the week beginning Sunday, the 30th of January 2022, ending Friday, 4th of February 2022. 1 month in the books. We'll talk about that later. Here's the dollar index daily chart, starting with the Forex stuff. 13 sell signal on the seeker side on the daily chart right here as we broke to highs. So that is interesting and something to pay attention to. Obviously, the euro dollar chart is the inverse of the dollar index and therefore has a 13 buy signal recently. It's pretty close. It doesn't have to be day for day the same, so the dollar signal is a little clearer, and that's probably bigger. The pound dollar has been on the retreat for the last week, so we made a little money there. The Aussie dollar, 13 buy signal as it made new lows on Friday, so that'll be interesting. Euro yen sitting on a static trend line. Pound yen doing nothing at all. All right, in terms of the intra-week action, let's look at the 30-minute candles on the euro dollar. And high to low for the week is about let's call it 220 pips. But again, most of that was after the Fed announcement. And the pound dollar, we saw about actually less, like maybe maybe 200 pips. And again, 13 sell signal. Then the Fed, we dropped 13 buy signal, and that was the low, and that is what it is. All right, let's go to the stock market side. Here's the ES front month futures contract. This is the daily chart of the broad market and futures form. So, rebound on Friday. As you can see, we're under that 10-day moving average. We did bounce back a bit on Friday. It's been a choppy week. It'll be easier to see when we look at the intraday. Let's go through the major indices. The S&P up 105 points on Friday after being down solidly the week before, and then back and forth this last week through earnings. Apple beating, but a lot of other stocks not. Nasdaq 100 up 451 for the week, but basically, as you'll see, not really gaining anything for the week. 13 sell signal was the high on the Nasdaq a couple weeks ago. SOX down, up for 59 on Friday, but had swept to new lows for the recent time period. The biotechs up 129.11, but again, also swept to new lows right before that happened. So everything's more negative than positive. The Russell 2000 up 37. There's a reversal day there. Crude oil up 68 cents to 87.29. Made new highs at one point, closed not at new highs. Gold down $3. This thing just doesn't seem to care. Funny, when you talk about inflation, gold does not seem to agree. That suggests that gold is the inflation is transitory, but we'll see what happens. Advanced decline ratio on the Nasdaq plus 1301 is what it is. Advanced decline ratio on the New York plus 1175. So those are more towards the positive side versus the negative side, obviously, on Friday, but the rest of the week was more negative. Nasdaq volume, almost 5 billion shares on Friday. That was the low of the week, by the way. So the big positive day of the week was the lowest volume of the week. That's never a great sign. We had one day that was 7 billion shares, by the way. The trend closes at 0.7, puts the 10-day moving average at 0.97. 1, 2, I'm counting back 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're about to lose a fairly big number. Well, no. We'll lose a few big numbers this week. And it's funny because, remember, that trend getting down, the 10-day moving average getting down under 0.85 and staying there for 4 days, that's a sell signal in the broad market, and that was the top. If we get back under it again here soon, VIX down $2.83. So again, had spiked almost to 40. That's usually you have to get over 40 and get a close to see some kind of panic bottom. So we're not there yet, but it did retreat on Friday. Apple up $11.11 with earnings. Not near highs, but whatever. Amazon up 86.81, very much near lows and basically stuck for the whole week. Facebook up $7.07, also very much near lows. Google gains $86.92. Goldman Sachs up 5.98. Netflix down $2.34. Peloton up $1.67, but that's at the 25 level, not the 150 level or whatever. TLT, the 20-year bond ETF, up 5 cents, pretty flat. Tesla closes up 17.25, almost bouncing off that static trend line after getting the 13 sell signal. Zoom up $7 again, very much near lows. Put call 0.958. Bitcoin at 37,000 over the weekend right now as I do this and change, almost 38,000. And the Dow was up 564. Now, if we look at the intra-week action, let's look at the ES from a contract. So this is the thing that's so funny. We closed the prior week on the ES. Actually, what am I missing here? Oh, it was I looked this up on Friday. It was 43.8550, and we closed at 44.24. And by the way, we were at 43.8550 with 10 minutes left in the aftermarket, right going up in the close. So in other words, the entire week to the stock market closed on Friday, and then we gained a little bit after that, was a wash. Just a complete wash. So Monday gapped down, went lower, reversed, came back up, filled the gap. Tuesday gapped down, came back up. Wednesday gapped up. Fed comes out, you start to sell off. Thursday, say you gap up, then you fill that. Ick. Friday, not open flat and nothing. And by the way, the pre-Friday nights, the pre-Friday trading, at one point we were up huge overnight, and then we were down huge overnight, and by the time we opened on Friday, it was dead flat. I mean, this is a very choppy market. This is why we're not doing a lot of daily chart picks right now, because if you're coming into a negative, Nasdaq gap down 250 points, there's no point in having long ideas. If you're gapping up to 50, there's no point in having short ideas. We don't really know. It's been a mix, right? So I can't adjust for one or the other. So we're basically calling it from the tape right now because there's really no smart reason to be doing anything else. All right. In terms of economic data coming out in the week ahead, Sunday retail sales out of Japan, bank holiday in China to start the week. Housing starts out of Japan, preliminary CPI out of Germany, Spain, broad European sector, Italy, whatever else. Chicago PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday. Loan officer survey out of the U.S. We've got trade balance out of New Zealand, unemployment rate out of Japan, bank holiday, so China's closed the first 2 days of the week. Retail sales out of Australia, rate announcement out of Australia. We're already in Tuesday. Swiss, nothing that matters. Just looking at final manufacturing PMI numbers around the globe. We get here over to the U.S. and we've got final manufacturing PMI here in the U.S. along with ISM manufacturing PMI, JOLTS job openings, construction spending. It's all at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Ward's total vehicle sales at some point late in the day. Employment change, unemployment rate out of New Zealand. Bank holiday out of China. CPI out of Europe on Wednesday. Building permits of Canada on Wednesday. Crude oil inventories here out of the U.S. on Wednesday. Bank of Canada governor speaking. Bank holiday out of China. So China has basically most of the week off. Let's be clear on that. Trade balance out of Australia. 30-year bond auction out of Japan. PMI, services PMI numbers out of Spain, Italy, France, Germany, the broad European sector, the UK. That's all just whatever. Then we got a rate announcement out of the UK at 7 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. That could be interesting for Forex in particular. Europe has their monetary policy statement at 7:45, and then their rate announcement. So all the rate announcements, we had ours last week. Everybody else seems to be this coming week. And there's a lot of comments that will go along with that as the global economy comes out of the COVID stuff. So it's going to be interesting to see what everybody says. Final services PMI here in the U.S., along with the weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers, factory orders, natty gas, bank holidays still in China. Yeah, they basically have the week off. Maybe they're back for Friday. No, that is Friday for them. Now they have the week off. German factory orders, construction PMI out of the UK. Then we have the unemployment rate here in the U.S. and in Canada at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Friday, and we're still wrapping up a lot of core earnings. So earnings are the focus. That unemployment rate, it could be a big deal on Friday. There's some other data in here. I don't know that it's going to rock the boat, but it's definitely there, and we will see what we get. But I figure mostly we'll be calling it from the tape and trying to figure out what's going on. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.